awesome. From out of precinct 20 to out here, it's an awesome day. It's gonna be a good day, a real good day. Yes. Thank God for the sunshine and the cool weather. It's awesome. Yes.
Cleveland is a very unique community, very family orientated. I've learned over the years that if you have an issue, people will come to your rescue in Cleveland.
One of the things that I love and remember most about Cleveland was just the notion of community.
It's a great place to live if you want to be comfortable with your surroundings, know your neighbors.
We have a lot of great individuals in this small town. We've grown a lot here lately, but we have a lot of entrepreneurs, like people who are starting their own businesses, who are coming out of their shells and just growing. And that's what I love about my city.
The thing that I love most about this community was the amount of love that I felt as a young boy growing up here.
This is about home, where I was born and raised. And growing up at an early age, when I got ready to finish high school, I told my mother that I was going to move far away from Cleveland, as far away as I can get. And after going to school and spending about 12 years in other places, I decided that Cleveland would be the best place for me.
Behind Willie and the church float.
This is a celebration of Juneteenth. And here within the last year, especially within the last several months, the thing that we have seen going on in the world today and in our country, I think that this day, it seems to mean more, and people have learned to appreciate Juneteenth because of what our forefathers, great-grandparents, and what they went through.
The celebration today, well, it initially started with my great aunt. She would always put together the parades, Juneteenth parade, MLK parade, and here, before she asked me to make sure I put on a great Juneteenth parade for her. Well, during that time, I didn't know what happened was going to happen. So we lost my aunt back in mid-January. And so this was dedicated to her. I just want what she did in the community to go forth.
Douglas, all black school, huh?
We have poetry, we have food, we are acknowledging the 1986 basketball state championship team. It's just a time for the community to come out and celebrate and acknowledge Juneteenth.
But this morning, as we were lining up in the parade route, who is that? Okay. And I hope I don't get choked up. It was nice to see people excited about it. And that's really what I'm gonna take away from this moment. So it wasn't just African American people excited about it, it was people in general. It was our first time to ever have the parade route go through Main Street here in Cleveland, which is actually East Houston Street. But to see the city come out to be active participants in it as well, and to see our police force come out really engaged and ready to help. It's very meaningful.
The celebration today is awesome. It really is. Everything went well. Everyone was together. In the future, we expect it to be bigger and better.
To know that we were able to put something together today to celebrate this momentous occasion is very, very meaningful. Furthermore, what's most important in celebrating today is remembering our past. Celebrating, believe it or not, our past. Because from our past, that's how we became who we are today. And if it were not for our past, we would not be doing the things that we're doing today.
Juneteenth means to me a day of celebration, a day of reconciliation, a day that all men should be able to share one with another.
It means everything. It means freedom. It means growth. It means change. It means coming together as one and to help one another grow and to move forward. It means everything.
Juneteenth means freedom. Freedom in the way that we know it now. As we said, free-ish. We are free in the sense that we have all the rights and privileges as every other American citizen, but we have systemic racism that continues to hold us down in ways that we have yet to overcome.
It means community. It means me taking from what my ancestors have fought from and what they went through, and for me to just keep growing and help the youth grow, to become better, to understand that everything that our ancestors went through, we should be doing so much more, so much more.
Today for me means there is a purpose. And the purpose in this moment and the purpose in this time is to acknowledge who we are as a people, to stand strong, to stand tall, and be proud. Proud of who we are. Because if we're not a proud for people, who else is going to be proud of us? So that's what today is really about for me. It's about being proud and honoring all of those people who came before and honoring the struggle and hardships that they had.
This is a heart-filled day. It's a day of not only celebration, but it's a day of showing that we do love ye one another.
But now I got to represent.
What it means to the community is that even though we got the news 2 years later of freedom, to me, it means that this is an opportunity for our community to unify and to come together like we've never done before.
I believe it means a lot. I think just by the turnout here that you see today, I believe that it's very important that we see ourselves in a positive light, that we can come together, fellowship, celebrate, acknowledge each other's wins, and just be a community and really just be supportive of one another.
I think this celebration has brought the community together. I mean, I've never seen so many people in a parade in Cleveland, Texas, that celebrates us, our heritage, our past, our future. And this is the biggest turnout that I've ever seen.
I think it means to the black community in Cleveland that we finally got to that point of no return. I believe that with this day and it by becoming a national holiday, that it has opened the eyes of our younger people.
Happy Juneteenth! Happy Juneteenth!
I think it's great. I think it's long past due. You know, if you just look at what we've been through within the last year, I think our people now take a sense of pride where we've been, where we want to go in the future. And that's what Juneteenth really does. It just makes people stop and think, you know, about our future.
It's great that it's acknowledged. I know for a while it was only something that we celebrated here in Texas. So it's great that it's getting national recognition and we get to observe the federal holiday. But let this not be something to just placate African Americans at this time. Let's look at reforms and things that we can do in the system to help us move forward and to truly become free.
Yes, it is. Yes.
For this to actually happen. Yeah, it may have been delayed, but it was never denied. And now we can actually say that we have a national holiday.